welcome back to the program. What a great interview there from Birdy with some of the Raiders girls. It was really great to see them on the show. Now, Birdy, I know before you were wanting to talk a lot about the Winchelsea match because you were quite surprised that Werribee actually lost.
Well, wow. What can I say? I always knew it was going to be close, but Werribee getting beaten after, what are you up to?
That was round 17.
That was round 17, and it just goes to prove that Werribee are human. They do bleed. They are not invincible. And the big thing, really, is that Winch didn't have a full side in. They were missing a couple of girls. Flick, you could probably fill us on better who was missing. Looks like Werribee's got nearly the whole side in. Maybe missing one girl. Maybe two at the most. Maybe, I don't know. But not. They've had Danny Stewart's there, Michaela Ward's there, her sister's there, Jenny Gardner's there. They've got the nucleus of their A-grade side playing and 60 minutes of netball, and they've come up short.
Flick, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, watched the entire game.
Was Winch up at each break?
Yes, yep. We got up to 9 in front at one stage in the third quarter, with Min shooting something like 12 out of 13 goals in that third quarter. I think the first quarter let Winch down in the shooting end, but the defensive end for the entire day was extremely strong, and Tomo and Lauren in there did just a fantastic, awesome job. So
now, do you think Werribee would have been surprised by the loss? I imagine they'd be expecting to have a close contest, but have a win.
I'm not sure. Speaking to a couple of the girls afterwards, but they I don't know, they just didn't say much about it.
Werribee probably gone away from the game. They're going, hey, we've had a great season. Okay, we've had a little bit of a hiccup in the road, and really probably not even worrying about it. You know, I'm sure that they're gone back to Werribee and they've said, right, we maybe could have improved on this, could have improved on that. And there are little bits and pieces during the game that created, that made Winch win the game. I'm sure Werribee will go away with. And, and some teams don't like going through a whole season without a loss. Some of the girls, over the years have been a bit superstitious about that sort of thing. And
well, I was going to ask you, Birdy, from your perspective, you've coached a lot. Do you think it's good to have a loss at some point during the season?
Boy, you open up a can of worms there, Megan. I tell you what, personally myself, I don't mind going through the whole season undefeated and going on and winning the grand final. But like I said, girls do not think that way. And just in my experience over the years, I know that most of the girls that I've coached would prefer to have one small little loss during the season, and then just psychologically they feel better about the situation. And they're not going into the grand final undefeated, and all this pressure is just building up on them and building up, and then the grand final comes and boom, they just die on the arse. I don't think that Werribee would be that sort of team anyway. If Werribee had their way, they'd go through 18 rounds, smash everyone, go in, smash everyone in the finals, win the grand final. I'm sure that's what Werribee would do. No dramas about that whatsoever.
I don't think anyone would have a problem with that if it was that easy.
I see what you mean, but yeah, the other 11 teams would have a problem with it.
Yes, they would, but the winning team wouldn't.
No, but look, I'm not sure. I'm sure I haven't spoken to Lynn yet. I've been trying to get hold of Lynn, but she's avoiding me. I don't know why. No, I was only joking, Lynn. You're not avoiding me. I know. I'll see Lynn in a couple of weeks.
Good on her if she is, though.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Definitely. Make them stand.
Now, the other game also, it was a bit of... Yes, Birdy, yep.
Just one last thing on Werribee.
Okay.
On the weekend, Amanda Wilson and Riley Dorgan had their big send-off last weekend in Werribee. Of course, those girls are going overseas to further their studies, so good on you girls, and from what I heard, a good night was had by all.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thanks, Birdy.
That's all I say.
Now, Anarchy with a win over Belmont.
Anarchy with a win over Belmont. Wow.
I think we all predicted Belmont to win.
Absolutely.
Not comfortably, knowing it'll be a strong, tough game though. But this is great for Anarchy.
Yeah. Right towards the end of the season, and I actually ran into a couple of the Belmont girls last weekend, and they were telling me that Anarchy had actually maybe recruited a couple of girls, maybe of Samoan or maybe New Zealand, and had some big girls on the court. And they've come away with a comfortable win. Was it 10 in the end, 10 or 12 in the end? 12 in the end. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It was 8. I was close, 10, 12, 8, whatever.
Can't count, doesn't matter.
But yeah, look, hey, great win for Anarchy, and I don't know whether Sarah Monahan's staying at Anarchy next year, but maybe she's starting to develop a bit of a side there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately, of course, both teams not participating in finals in a couple of weeks' time, but it bodes well for the future for Anarchy.
That's right.
Flick?
I was just going to say, so finals are definitely at North Geelong at this stage by the sound of things.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
with them having 6 out of the 7 teams in.
First week of finals.
First week of finals.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, well, big advantage, eh?
Yep.
To North Geelong. 5 out of their 6 teams
Something like that.
is playing, that first week of finals. So, boy, I'd like to be coaching or playing at North Geelong right now. Get that first week over and done with, and we've got a couple of teams in elimination finals.
And probably actually a good sort of run, I suppose, for North this week, taking on Thompson. So a good challenge for them leading up to the finals.
North got Thompson this week?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is that
At
a home
Thompson.
game for North?
Thompson.
At Thompson,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that'll really see where North are sort of situated at the
For
moment.
finals.
For
Yeah,
finals.
Definitely.
And first week of finals, North will play Winch.
Yes.
They can't change now. The ladder really can't change.
The ladder
No.
will stay the same. So now I went up to Parkville on Wednesday night to watch some of the teams up there, Hume and Genesis and a few of the Saints and everything up there. So fantastic netball. I can understand now why some of the Werribee girls and the Winch girls and these other teams that have the Melbourne girls up there are so physical when they come down to the GDFL. It is such a different game. I would recommend it for anyone to go and watch. So the girls that we were talking to in the first segment before when Birdy was talking to the girls, they're playing that netball. It is so rough. It is so physical. And the umpires just, they pull them up all the time on it as well. It's good to see.
I think there's a misconception with netball. People say it's a non-contact sport,
Yeah,
but
it's definitely contact,
Sure.
yeah.
those years have way gone past us now.
Yeah,
You just got to
absolutely.
go to any netball game and watch. But you're right up in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Don't
Muck
give
around.
anything at all. You fight for every yard
That's
and every
it.
goal. So,
Now, Birdy, I just want to quickly ask you, what are you planning on doing next season?
what am I planning? I think Brother Noel's getting a bit upset. Actually, he's knocking on that window. You've got to be careful. I don't know yet.
We've
have to
got
wait.
time for your response.
We'll have to wait and see. No, he's saying no. We haven't.
Very
so we'll have to ask him
conveniently
next week.
timed. All right. Well, that is all we have for you today. We hope you've enjoyed the show with those interviews in it as well. Thanks for your company, Flick, Birdy. Thank you.
Thank
Look
you,
forward
Megan.
to seeing you again next week.
Long